All right, Michigan runs all over USC. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. With Alex Orgy under center, and they just ran over USC. They showed them Big Ten football with Southern California type of weather. So it wasn't rainy, it wasn't snowy, it wasn't sloppy or nothing like that. It was real. It was good California weather, and what you end up seeing was you know, UFC learned it's a difference playing in Big Ten football. Just as their head coach, um, the quarterback guru, he avoided going to the SEC, but coming to the Big Ten, it ain't no joke neither. It ain't no joke. And what happened was, they just literally got ran over. Not a figuratively speaking. Michigan played ball control. They ran the ball. They stayed positive on third downs. They kept it positive. They kept it manageable. And Orgy literally threw for 32 yards. So one of my biggest takeaways is Orgy literally can't throw the football. Like he literally cannot throw the football. That is crazy. He literally cannot throw the football. That is some of the wildest things I ever seen. He literally cannot throw the football. He literally cannot throw the football. They do not trust him to throw the football. I think before the half, they could have went down there and gotten field goal position, and it was third and whatever it was. And they ran the ball. They did not trust him to throw the football. So, damn, Michigan didn't go out there. And I guess the investigation really hurt them in going to get a quarterback. They cannot throw the football. This is some 1932 wing T Thunderbird back type of running. They ran over them. And obviously with that type of run game, you got to be able to have a defense. So, for the most part, the one interception is pretty much what did them in. They had a lost fumble and they recovered the fumble too. You know what I'm saying? So they had 2 turnovers, recovered the fumble. Then they scored a touchdown right after that recovered fumble. That let them back in the game. The game shouldn't have been this close. If that number said, who was it, number 78? Had he just went down, bro, and stopped, it didn't be a superstar, man. They would have finished the game with like 10 points. Real spiel. They would have finished the game with like 10 points. Had he just fell down and not fumbled the ball or gave the ball right back, he took it from him. You know what I'm saying? USC defender, had he went, that game wouldn't even have been that close. So they gotta figure out how to manufacture some yards through the air. Like, how do you got a quarterback that can't throw the football? Like, how is he categorized as a quarterback? That's what I want to know. Orgy, I want to know, how is he categorized as a quarterback? Who put him in that position? Real spill. Who put him in that position to say, well, you a quarterback, son? Because he can't throw a lick. He can't throw a lick. And that's crazy, bro. But, his ability to run whatever running game offense they was running, the wing T, the hybrid this, whatever it was, whatever you want to call it, it was more effective than the last quarterback. It was way more effective than the last quarterback. His legs made USC respect him and made their running game that more potent. Khalil Mullins is the best running back they got, bro. He broke a big one. He broke another long one, didn't quite have enough gas. Donovan Edwards, he broke a long one. He kind of been not that good without Blake Corum, or he getting off to a slow start. But I tell you this, man. I tell you this about Corum. about Khalil Mullins, boy. I think they got him in the transfer portal. I could be wrong, but boy, if they didn't get him in the transfer portal, them dudes, they would have been in a lot of trouble. They would have been in a lot of trouble because, man, Michigan got to go get a quarterback. I know they got the other injured quarterback that could be coming back, but they got to go find a quarterback. But today they played smash mouth football. They had a great game plan, and USC just wasn't prepared. They just wasn't prepared for what was coming. No, did he? They wasn't prepared for that. They was not prepared for that. I mean, they wasn't. They should have been. But when you play that type of game, you can't afford to give up possessions. You can't afford to turn the football over. You know, you can't afford to do so. So they learned today. UFC, they beat LSU. I watched that game. They was looking like a team that was going to do pretty good this season. I'm like, damn, UFC might be a problem. I expected them to beat Michigan. But really, the game with Michigan and Texas would have been a lot closer had Michigan not turned the football over. They would be a good football team, probably contending for a playoff spot if they can throw the football. 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 So, but right now, they might be a solid Big Ten team for right now. But to be honest, they got to find a way to get Orgy throwing the football better. I know Sharon Moore said this week that Orgy can throw the football better, better than we think he can. I know he said that, like, Orgy is better at throwing the football than people think he can. Well, boy, he need to start to prove it. If he can throw the football at least some, there'd be a problem. There'd be a problem. There'd be a problem. So, it is what it is. It was a good game. Shout out to Michigan for, running over USC, and now they got their first loss, and it wasn't their first Big Ten game. Got smoked, and and I know they didn't have they targets out there. Khalil or Colston, he was ruled out before the game. So, it is what it is, man. But great win by Michigan. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Check out the Michigan post-game reaction playlist. Check out the college sports playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on Instagram, X, Spotify, Anchor, Facebook, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.